Is it broadcasting yet? Is it working? Mine's not working. Well, why isn't mine working?
Go out, go back in.
Mine's not working. Okay. Okay. Where are you at? If we go out, will you call us to come and let us know again?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. In contact.
Okay. So. Yeah.
Oh no!
Guys, I'm testing. Stop. So guys, coming back to this problem. On this one, we're using geometric mean leg theorem. We set it up. The entire hypotenuse is 125 over 2. B is our geometric mean. This piece is 45 over 2. So I ended up having 125 over 2 times 45 over 2. What is 125 times 45?
5,625.
5,625.
That divided by.
Hold on, no. Shh, hold on a second, guys. Remember, when we do that, we're actually saying that B squared is 5,625 over 4. We want our answer as an improper fraction, so we don't want to start dividing.
Oh, so the square root.
So now, when you're doing the square root, you're actually taking the square root of 5,625 over the square root of 4. So fortunately for us, our denominator is going to be 2, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we get lucky. What is a square? Tell me a 5,625 square root. Is it a whole number?
Yeah.
It's 75. So the answer to this one is 75. If you start using Pythagorean theorem, you're not going to get such a nice, pretty fraction. Even though the problem wasn't fun, per se, okay? We do need exposure and constant repeat. Not constant, I don't do every problem with fractions, but we need fractions because you have to do them for many more years, yes.
I got the same stuff.
Well, you got lucky, well then, coup on you.
What?
They got the same answer. You guys need to have the practice with fractions, okay? You do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you when you come to me and tell me that algebra 2 is really tough because she does a lot of fractions and you haven't been practicing fractions.
But she'll tutor you.
What?
Yes, but I don't know if I can say that, but I will tutor for $60 an hour. Let me know. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on the video, but.
And if the parents are
Give
like,
your
"Wow."
tutoring business a shout out.
Yeah, I'm giving the tutoring business a shout out. Okay. Shh. I mean, plus it gives you a reason to still see me once a week. I mean, what could be more fun?
That is so awesome.
I do tutor 2 for 80, so you could come with a friend and only spend 40 an hour.
There's 33.
How much is it?
What? Alone it's 60, 2 for 80. So, but each of you then pay 40, so you get a savings.
Not that bad.
It is a 33% savings because 20 out of 60 is a third. But
I don't know.
we're not taking selfies while videoing. So I'm moving on to number 4. Number 4 asks you for your answer in simplest radical form. So I need to do A, B, and H. Both A and B are legs, and I have both parts of the hypotenuse. So I can use the geometric mean theorem. The legs go here. The whole hypotenuse goes here. The part attached to the leg that you're finding. Do you understand how I set that up for A? Okay. 36 times 4 is what?
That's a 32.
144.
No, remember, for this one, it's the whole thing. For the leg, it's the whole hypotenuse, yes.
Isn't H the height, I mean, altitude?
I'm doing the leg first.
Oh.
There's a geometric leg theorem and a geometric altitude theorem.
Okay.
I'm doing A right now. What is 36 times 4?
144.
What?
144.
So what is the square root of 144?
12.
So A is equal to 12. That is my answer in simplest radical form. For B, the entire hypotenuse is 36, correct?
Yes.
The part attached to leg B is 32. Do you understand how I set that up?
Yeah.
B squared equals, what is 36 times 32?
1,152.
See if we get lucky. Is that a perfect square? What?
It's not.
It is not. So we're going to have to factor this. So let's start with 4. Let's see if we get lucky. What is 1152 divided by 4 a whole number?
But another way of it is 64 times 18. 2.
Where are you getting 64 times 18? What? Oh, so you, okay, so you just tried. And 18? What made you decide to try 64?
I just guessed and it was right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I normally will admit I do like 4, and then I do 4, and then I get lots of 4s, but, so what is the square root of 64?
8.
And 18 can be factored into,
9.
where's the square root of 9?
3.
So 3 times 8 is, okay?
Yeah.
Now, for H,
Wait, that's all.
yeah,
Why'd you put 32 under the second?
because that's the part of the hypotenuse, that's the little, that's attached to the leg,
Oh, okay.
okay? So, H, now we're doing the altitude. So you keep asking about the altitude. I did the legs first. That's a different theorem. The littles are 4 and 32. What's 4 times 32? Actually, you know what? I don't even care what 4 times 32 is,
Neither do I.
because I'm going to have to factor this down anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't want to multiply them together to break them out. I know 4 is a perfect square. 32 is made up of 16 and 2, right? And 16 is a perfect square. So square root of 4 is 2. I'm just putting it there to placehold it. Square root of 16 is,
4.
and I can't do anything with that. So 2 times 4 is, and I'm left with no room in my slate, radical 2. Okay, questions on that one? What, Andrew?
I did the diagram and I got the same exact answer.
Okay, whatever. $60 an hour next year. When you can't do fractions for algebra 2, you let me know how it goes.
I got the rest.
Okay.
I can't.
That question was pretty much rushed.
Okay. Find the length of an altitude drawn to the hypotenuse. So this is what we're finding. Now, in this case, this is really fairly easy. I can set this up. But basically, if I'm finding the geometric mean of 3 and 12, 3 times 12 is, and the square root of 36 is?
6.
Okay. I have a very important favor.
What's
So ask away.
Is somebody willing to go across the hallway and get me my,
I got
my
you.
purple sneakers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That would be the answer in the simplest radical form.
What?
That'd be the answer.
Yes, this is the answer, guys. A whole number is the answer in simplest radical form, yes.
If this video will be like recorded and staying on YouTube.
Yes. It's being recorded and it will be on YouTube. I don't have to re-record. Which also means all the times that people stop and ask me questions.
You will get like.
Yeah, you say hi to yourself.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm Brian.
You can say hi to your future. Ooh, just think about it. When you watch this video and you hear yourself say hi, you are not exactly the same person as you are right now. You are an older version of you.
Hi.
So we're talking to the future
With you.
us.
Hi, amigos.
How's the Trump administration working out? So Brian, has the war started? Are you still alive?
My name is.
Okay. Shh. Yes, question back there. While I change my shoes.
For that one, do you have to find the altitude first and then you can solve for x?
For that one, no. We're going to just use the geometric mean leg theorem. Okay? There's a altitude theorem and a leg theorem. Now, I will admit on tape here, since you weren't here for that lesson, I never understood how to do the leg theorem last year. I just kind of like read the directions and said, of course, it makes sense, right? So to Andrew's point over here, you can do a lot of this with Pythagorean theorem. You don't know what you're doing. Probably. But I am now older and wiser, and so I will teach you the real way to do it. Yes.
You can do like finding the altitude and then if you got Pythagorean theorem.
Yes,
Love you.
You will look at that.
it probably is right, but I would rather you know the real way to do it. Okay, so okay. So the leg theorem says the whole hypotenuse, the big, and 35 plus 7 is, so the big, and then down here is the little. See how 7 and 35 are littles? The little that's attached to this leg.
It's pretty big.
That's why you need the 8-second beep.
iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh my god.
Please, I really hope that's how.
I am out of the loop.
Trust me, it's not a loop anybody needs a visual of.
Brian, that was very inappropriate.
Okay, can we move on? Because
Sorry, everyone.
I
apologize for the future, Brian.
You think they heard that, Miss?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say something to you later off camera. Yes.
Do you put 35 because 35 is attached to X?
Uh-huh. Okay. Guys, children,
I don't know.
David. I'm testing next door. Okay. So x squared equals, what is, oh, I don't care what 42 times 35 is, because I want simplest radical form. So 42, the factors of 42 are 6 and 7. Oh, and the factors of 35 are 5 and 7, correct? So if I have two 7s, that would multiply to 49, or the square root of 49 would be 7. There's nothing I can do with the 6 and nothing I can do with the 5, correct? So 6 times 5 is 30. The answer is 7 radical 30.
He's just angry. He doesn't say that.
Okay.
Ah! Now let's go to focus symbol.
He's not here.
He's
Do you know where he is?
I got in there. Sorry about that. Musa, he doesn't like you.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? I already did number 5. Okay. Do you need me to go back over number 6? If you weren't Snapchatting on your phone, it might help you. What are you doing? Ah.
Yeah, yes, she was holding her phone like this.
Number 7.
Well, hold on, I'm on 6. Do you need me to go back over this one that you just said Y to while I was doing it? It's 7 radical 30. Okay. So number 7, what was your question?
How do you know which angle is 30 and 60? Like
The shorter leg. So the shorter leg is going to be opposite the 30-degree angle, correct? Because whichever angle is smallest. So this must be 30. The shorter leg is 8.5 feet long. They want the answer in simplest radical form. So we have to remember that to find the side opposite the 60 is we're going to take 8.5 and multiply it by radical 3. Because in a 30, 60, 90-degree triangle, the side opposite the 30 is x. The side opposite the 60 is, and the side opposite the 90, the hypotenuse, is the shortest side times 2. What is 8.5 times 2?
17.
14.
8.5 times 2.
The dismissal?
Yeah, he was in the other classroom.
Yeah, he was in the other classroom.
Okay.
We did.
Thank you.
8.5 times 2, 17. Now, they want the perimeter in simplest radical form. Okay, this is a little tricky, but you have 3 terms. You have 8.5, you have 8.5 radical 3, and you have 17. Well, you can't add them all because you can't add.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Sophia Armstrong for dismissal.
Okay.
Audio.
You guys, simplest radical form, you can't add unlike terms. So you can't add 8.5 plus 8.5 radical 3 and get 17.
No.
Okay, so 8.5 plus 17, those are the same terms, right? They have no variable. What's 8.5 times 7 plus 17?
25.5.
So 25.5 plus 8.5 radical 3. That is actually your answer. Your answer is actually 25.5 plus 8.5 radical 3. What you need explaining, why it's 25.5 plus, do you understand how I got each of these? Okay, were you here when we did 30, 60, 90-degree special right triangles? So if the side opposite the 30-degree angle is called X, then the side, I will just start kicking you out if you're talking. Okay? There's other classrooms where they're watching movies and hanging out, so you don't need to be here taking away time from others. The side opposite the 60 is X radical 3. Ah, hold on a second.
Well, we're broadcasting.
We're still broadcasting.
Yeah.
I'm checking my phone now. But the problem is the slate is not working over in this one. So, if the smallest side was 8.5, that's x.
Yeah.
To get the side opposite 60 is whatever x is, which we said is 8.5 times radical 3. So that's 8.5 radical 3. And then to get the side opposite the 90-degree side, the 90-degree angle, it's 2 times 8.5, which is 17. Adding radicals is like adding variables. If I have an 8 and I have 7a, 8 plus 7a is not 15a. It's 8 plus 7a. I can't combine like terms. I have two terms that are whole numbers. I can add those together, 8.5 and 17, but then it's 25.5 plus 8.5 radical 3.
Is it like a rule that 8.5 radical 3, if you like multiply 8.5 by 3, it's like the radical forms thing, it would be 25.5 also, and that happens to be the two sides added together. Is that a coincidence or is that a rule?
Whoa, again?
Okay, so I was trying to solve it, it was wrong. 8.5 times radical 3, so I did 8.5 times 3, put inside the radical symbol sign thingy, and got 25.5. And it happened to be like.
I think there might be something higher up in math because it's a 30, 60, 90. So I can't honestly answer your question. You might, like, and you've done this to me before, like come up with stuff that like works in higher math, but I don't know.
But did I make up a new, like.
You didn't, I don't think you invented it. What is possible is that you might have uncovered a rule that you'll learn later on in a math class and say, oh, I realized that. Because ultimately math is just a bunch of patterns. Okay? And I will freely admit, almost all of you, probably all of you, have higher natural math aptitude than I do. I mean, I'm pretty good at it naturally, but I wasn't in GEM. And yes, I got a D in algebra because I didn't do my homework. But even if I had done my homework, I don't think I would have been 2 years ahead in math. Okay? Maybe I would have been 1 year ahead. Maybe I would have gotten A's or B's instead of D's. But I don't think I would have been ever at the level in 8th grade that you guys are at.
Like different opportunities.
Yes, and therefore I expect you to go on and do great things. If only the great thing that you do in math is someday helping your own child with their math homework.
Oh.
Look on the bright side. You will be able to help your children with their math homework, where for many of you, your parents cannot help you.
What if we don't have to?
Then you can help the stray child down on this corner.
Will do.
Okay. Guys, for the following, which cannot be. So when I look at this, if this was the short side, right? Then if I took 21/13 and multiplied it by radical 3, that would be the leg opposite the 60. And I took 21/13 and multiplied it by 2, it would be 42/13, right? So
Yes.
they want the one that cannot. If the short side is 23, then the side opposite the 60 should be 23 radical 3. So it's B is the one that cannot be a 30, 60, 90. Okay? You'll notice here again, the short leg at 27 times radical 3, 27 radical 3, and 27 times 2 is 54. And for D, 6 radical 3, and 12. So all of the rest of them work. Okay, find the value of X and Y. Give your answer in simplest radical form. Okay, so what are we gonna do here?
Well, is the two triangles, are they similar?
All three triangles would be similar. The two smaller and the large one would all, well, actually,
To solve for X, can you just do a proportion?
in this one, they're not similar No, because this isn't a right angle. You can see they're not similar because one's 45 and one's 30. Yeah.
So the first thing you do is find the missing degrees, like angle measurements.
Okay. So, well, but you know this is a 60 and you know this is 45, correct?
Yes.
So, if this is 22 and that's the side opposite the 90, the side opposite the 30 would have to be 11. Those are not congruent marks. That is the number 11. Do you understand how I got that?
Oh.
Okay, this side, this is a 30, 60, 90. The side opposite the 30 has to be half the side opposite the 90. The side opposite the 90 is 22. The side opposite the 30 is 11.
And so
Okay.
what would be the?
Okay, so if this is 11, this is also 11 because this is a 45, 45, 90, right? Correct?
Yes.
Why is it?
Because this and this have to be congruent. It's a 45, 45, 90.
Is the one opposite, the 90-degree angle and the 45, 90, is that not a continuum?
So, hold on, yes. So, if the two legs in the 45, 45, 90 are each 11, the hypotenuse is 11 radical 2. Now, in this one, in Y, this is 11, right? This part here is actually 11 radical 3, correct? When you add them together, it's not 22 radical 3. It's 11 plus 11 radical 3. Okay? Now, if you wanted to get really fancy, so you factor out the 11s and do 11 plus, in parentheses, 1 plus square root of 3.
Why would you go?
If you're Perth Shaw, you wanted to last year. Perth Shaw?
Wait, was he the kid who did it with the?
No,
No.
Was he in the spelling bee?
no, that's Siddharth, you're thinking.
Wait, who was the kid that did everything more complicated?
That's Evan Bass.
I didn't
Oh.
know that.
Yes,
Are we gonna move on to number 10?
we're gonna move on in a minute. I wanna make sure that you understand this one. Yes,
I didn't understand how you do number 8.
we already did number 8. Ramon? Okay, we're gonna still have time for more follow-up questions after you've had a chance to watch the video and everything. When we see you tomorrow and Wednesday. And setting up, the live stream is still going.
Probably going like
Do you wanna go see what they're watching, Ms. Benequist does?
like to see what.
But if you leave, you can't come back.
Excuse me?
Yes? Yes?
Can Joshua Beamer with you?
No, he's not my testing group. He's with Benequista.
Benequista?
Yes.
He's with Benequista?
I don't know. Never was in my testing group. He's not supposed to be with me now.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
not in here.
Can somebody go next door and see if
But he said he's not testing.
I know, but he's not assigned to me. I don't know what teacher he is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all in the video. We're moving on to.
Can you use the altitude mean?
What?
Can you use that geometric mean?
What are you gonna take an average of? You don't know the sidelines. So I don't think so. Okay, number 10. Yes. What? Sure.
6, 13. And then Y is 46, 450.
Not 26 radical 3, it's 13 radical 3. Okay? So, the shortest leg is going to be half the hypotenuse. Okay? Ooh, you know what we could do?
What can we do?
We can try calling the front
Why?
so that they can just fall in here rather than screaming. I don't know where front desk is though, I don't know where it goes. Oh, shh. I don't want her to be upset that.
Oh.
She's not answering. Hey, Mrs. Falk. Hey, I just want, you can call your, but I want to explain. There are 5 master geometry students not testing. I only have 25 of them. It's not like, right, like some of them are at home, some of them. Yeah, I realized you did. I mean, so that's part of the problem, is you keep calling in here, it's like, I'm like, they're not. Right, and what we're trying to do is I'm gonna ask the kids, like, if they know which testing.
Oh.
No, it's only my testing. But still, if you don't know where they are, if you want to just call them. Well, if you want to call on the phone, because it's short here, if you call on the phone, I'll send the kid to find where they are. Okay, no problem. Okay, bye. Now, number 11. What? We just did number 10. I was just told, okay. What? Well, yeah, so this, this is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is twice the length of the shorter leg. So if this is 26, the shorter leg has to be 13. Remember, the shorter leg is x, the next leg is x radical 3, and the hypotenuse is 2x. That's the side opposite the 30 degree, that's the side opposite the 60 degree, that's the side opposite the 90 degree. Does that make sense now? Who wants to read to me problem 11? Yes.
A photographer shines a camera light at a particular wall painting, a particular painting forming an angle of 40 degrees with the camera platform. If the light is 58 feet from the wall where the painting hangs, how high above the platform is the painting? Give your answer rounded to the 100th.
In the back, if you keep talking, I'm going to kick you out. Yes.
Can I try it?
Sure.
Okay, so, the ratio to find the x is x over 58. So you are finding the tangent.
Okay, so hold on a second. So it's opposite over adjacent, so you're finding.
Can talk to you, Maya Gottlieb with you?
Yes! Yes!
Hey, I need a participant.
Perfect.
You got it right.
Thank you.
It's half an hour.
You just said.
Can you not read a clock?
It's right
It's
now.
actually not.
It's like 40, 50 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I can't.
Guys, stop talking about the clock.
because it's annoying. So what is the tangent of a 40-degree angle?
0.839.
0.839, one more decimal.
0.
Okay, now I can, shh, okay, but I can leave that in the calculator, correct?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna multiply by 58. And what do I get? 48.66, so 48.67. 100, that's 2 decimal spaces. 6, okay. Now, very important question. Who has an iPhone charger I can borrow?
I do.
Zuj is using hers, I think.
Well, David has one.
I do.
I have an outlet up here that
I
works.
went on my house.
Actually, can I turn the microphone as well?
Yeah, put it over there. Right there on that wall, that's what I'm plugged into. Why is this not working? Oh, because that one's not working. I got to. Yeah, we're still recording. Listen. Guys, you went way too far. Right here in the lovely hole in the wall. In the wall. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to try number 12? Okay.
Should I read it?
Yes.
A tree 19 feet tall casts a shadow which forms an angle of 49 degrees with the ground. How long is the shadow to the nearest hundredth?
So what ratio are we using?
10.
And to set it up, it's,
Opposite over adjacent.
so what is the tangent of a 49-degree angle? Yep.
Okay. 0.3447.
Guys, is that right? I don't think
No,
so.
I don't have.
Wait,
1.15.
Hold on.
503.
1
Point
point,
1504.
okay.
Wait, this
Hold on. Shh. Yes.
So I'm not pressing second.
No, you're not pressing second because you're finding the length of a side. You press second when you're finding an angle. So, have you guys realized that when you have this like this, you're going to end up to finding x, doing 19 divided by 1.1504.
16.5.
To the nearest hundredth.
16.52.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
I know I'm starting to lose you. I've been losing you all day, but it's been a long day. Moving on. Problem number 13. Haley and Jacob, do you just want to go?
No.
Then stop. Right? Write cosine B as a fraction. So if I'm just finding the cosine, what is the side adjacent to the cosine? Or adjacent to angle B?
7.
Over,
25.
it says in simplest form. That's how I want it, guys. 7 over 25. That's it. That's a pretty simple problem. Number 14, a slide, 4.1 meters long, makes an angle 27 degrees with the ground. That means the length of the slide, the part you're going down, is 4.1 meters long. And when it hits the ground, it's 27 degrees. We are finding the side length opposite the 27-degree angle. And the hypotenuse is 4.1, correct? So opposite over hypotenuse is sine. So in your calculator, 27 sine, and whatever that is, you're going to multiply by 4.1. We want the answer to the hundredth.
I'm gonna.
1.86.
What?
1.83.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Is that what you got?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. Number 15. Hold on a second. Leola drives 16 kilometers up a hill. That is at a grade of 10 degrees. That means your 10 goes here. Okay? This is a very steep hill. Would not want to do this in the winter. 10 degrees is actually a really steep hill. On highways out west, they'll warn you when you're going like 5, 6 degrees. Yeah, so that's a big deal. What is the horizontal distance to the nearest tenth of a kilometer that she has covered? So even though she's gone 16 kilometers up the hill, the horizontal distance means this is what we want to find. Okay? So that is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that's cosine. So the cosine of a 10-degree angle times 16 is what?
10.04.
Is that what you guys got?
No.
15.7.
Yeah.
Or
15.8.
Why do you have
Oh, it's
So you would do,
Oh, that's the older one. I read this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, 15.8. Okay? So for number 16, when they say find X,
Nicole, do you have moonshine with you?
yes,
Woo! I'm on a roll. I need a dismissal.
awesome. So for number 16, opposite over hypotenuse, correct? So we're finding the sine of a 42-degree angle. What is sine of 42 multiplied by 15?
Now, yes, it's 10.04.
Is that what you get?
Now, yes.
Now, yes, now she is redeemed. Okay. Excuse me, I said we can't eat in here because they don't clean this room regularly.
Wait, what do you mean by find X?
The little drawing right there, sweetie.
Oh, for this one.
Yeah.
I don't understand problem.
Got it? So. A 220-foot string is attached to a kite. So here's the kite. I was actually flying kites this weekend in the wind.
Really?
Okay? So, this is okay? This is the 30-degree angle because it's with the ground. This is 220. This is the hypotenuse, right?
Yes.
The hypotenuse, half of the hypotenuse is going to be opposite the 30-degree angle because this is obviously a 30, 60, 90. So this is 110 degrees. Do we get that?
Yeah.
Number 18. Solve using the diagram. You're told that this B is 49 degrees. And A is 4. Now this is a typo right here where they're saying this A here, they want capital A, they want this angle. So if this is 90 and this is 49, how many degrees is angle A? 90 minus 49 is 41. Now, I just said if you would listen, that there's a typo, and this should say uppercase A. They want us to find the angle.
Thinking about another question. So.
Yes, thinking about something. So, I have a 49-degree angle. I want to find B, which is opposite. And they've given me 4, which is adjacent. So what ratio is that? Opposite over adjacent. Tangent. So, 49 tangent times 4 is what?
4.601.
So 4.6. And then for C, they gave me the adjacent. I want to find the hypotenuse. Use what they give you, don't use what you derived. So when I have adjacent over hypotenuse, that's cosine, correct? So what is the cosine of a 49-degree angle?
0.656.
What?
0.656.
So 4 divided by 0.6561 means C equals what?
6.1.
Yes. What's actually really scary is when she says like 4.6 and 6.1, and I went to remembered, but when she says, I'm like, yeah, that is what the answer was last year. That's a little scary. It's the same questions as last year when she says the answers. Like, that's the thing. Like, on these, I'm like, oh, yeah, that sounds right. Because I can, like, I don't have them all memorized from last year. But we did the questions so many times last year that, like, they come, yeah, never mind. When she said 4.6 and 6, because I remembered that there was, like, a whole pattern in the answer. See, I was like, 41, and then it's 4, and then a 1 in the 10th place.
Oh, 41.
Like, and the 6 and the 10. There was like a pattern. It was, what?
4 divided by 0.6.
You would divide it. 4 divided by 0.6561. Okay. For number 19. Okay. We want to find the measure of this degree. Since we're finding an angle, we're going to be using second, correct? We have an opposite over hypotenuse. This is going to be 1/2. This is going to be 0.5. And that means this is going to be opposite. Sorry, did I say opposite over? Yeah, opposite over hypotenuse. That means it's going to be sine inverse. So you have to do 0.5. Second button, and then sine inverse. And what do you get?
30.
Oh, you know what? We didn't have to do that. If you'd realized that 7 was half of 14.
Yeah, but
I didn't have to do that.
can you assume?
Well,
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Hey. Okay, the kids cried on this one last year.
What the?
Okay, kids were crying last year on this one. Because they're like, what goes with what? Guys, the smaller angle goes with the smaller leg. And the larger angle goes with the larger leg. So, a geologist at point A measures the distance and angle of elevations to 2 columns of the Glen Rose Formation in Texas. So basically, he's looking at a distance and a bunch of rocks. This part of the rocks in the distance is lower down than this other part of rock. So this is lower, this is higher. Okay? He's actually standing like directly across from the rocks. The drawing's back. So A to S. So this is a hypotenuse. I want the blue. I still want the blue. Okay. So this is 805. He wants how tall they are. So he has the hypotenuse, he wants the opposite. And it's a 51-degree angle. Opposite over hypotenuse is what ratio?
Sine.
So 51 sine times 805 is what?
625.6.
Okay, that means this column, this rock formation goes up 625.6 feet. Okay, now he wants to figure out the other one.
What was that again?
I don't know, Siri. A to N is 846. This time he has to look up a little bit to look up higher, right? So that angle of elevation is a little bit greater. The hypotenuse is 846. Okay, X, or whatever you want. And this is sine inverse of a 54-degree angle.
Why is it the inverse?
That's the, oh no, it's not inverse, sorry. 54 sine times 846.
684.428.
684.4283. So 4. He wants the difference of the two heights. So to do this problem, he had to find the height of each of the columns, correct? And then subtract. So 684.4 minus 625.6 is what?
58.8.
Is that,
I hope it's right.
okay? You guys agree?
Excuse me, you're following me on with you?
Yes!
I'm on a roll. Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Shh. Some of them actually normally leave early because of athlete schedule, so shh. So guys, is 684.4 minus 625.6, 58.8?
Yeah.
Then that's the answer. Do you understand what they're doing in this problem?
See.
Yeah.
I forgot to go.
Foot?
Wait,
Oh, to the nearest foot. So it's 59. That sounds right. 58.8 wasn't sounding right. It's 59.
Bye, Miss Bo.
Bye. Peace out. Say goodbye to the live stream people.
Bye, guys.
$5.
What? I know, but she's leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. So, A is 50. This A is 10. So this is a Greek letter beta, it's B. Beta is how many degrees?
40.
40. So if I have a 40-degree angle and I want to find B, that's opposite over adjacent. That's tangent. What is the tangent of a 40-degree angle times 10?
8.39.
Is it 8.39 even?
Would it be 8.0?
What? What is it, guys?
It's 0.839.
It can't be.
Times it by 10.
Oh, okay.
What do you get?
8.391.
So I'm going to round that to 8.4. I'll put directions in here round to the 10th. And then for C, I have a 40-degree angle. Oh, you know what? I should have used the 50 because that's what they gave me. You'll still get the same answer. But I'm going to correct it for here. I'm going to use a 50-degree angle. I have opposite over hypotenuse, correct? That's sine. So what's the sine of 50? 0.7. So, okay, I hear, guys, points, I hear you saying 0.760 and I hear you saying 0.766. And that's the only two I hear. So what is it?
766.
0.7660. So 10 divided by 0.7660 is what?
13.0541.
Okay, so I'm going to round that to 13.1. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Are we all getting a little tired of geometry?
No.
Yes.
I'm confused, my brain.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
okay,
No.
Yes.
okay. Shh. Guys, if this type of problem is confusing you, probably because you're either in fourth period where we never got to it, or you're went on the Spanish field trip and that's when we did it. So there's a video on solving special right triangles. I would watch it. Number 22. An antenna is atop the roof of a 100-foot building, 10 feet from the edge, as shown in the figure below. From a point 50 feet from the base of the building, the angle from the ground level to the top of the antenna, so from here to here, is 66 feet. Okay? Find the height x, the height of the antenna, to the nearest foot. So if this is 50, this is a big triangle, that's 60, correct? So if I find this entire thing here, right? That's going to be the building plus the antenna, and then I can subtract the building.
How is it 60?
Because if this is 50 and this is, the antenna is 10 feet, 10 plus 50 is, okay, so 66. I want to find the opposite. I have the adjacent. That's tan. So what is the tangent of a 66-degree angle times 60? 13.
No, 134.
134.76.
That makes more sense. Okay? So this whole thing is 134.76. If I subtract 100 for the building, the antenna is 34.76. They want it to the nearest foot, that's 35. Correct? Finally, I agree. So we have enjoyed this immensely. We are stopping the broadcast.